Great to see you here with us on 10 Tampa Bay this Wednesday. We're halfway there. I'm Courtney Robinson.
I'm Josh Sidorowicz. Hey, a big improvement for the drive home tonight. Remember this time yesterday, drivers were dealing with a big mess with part of the Gandy Bridge shut down, but you can see traffic flowing just fine getting over that bridge tonight. This is on the other end of it. But road crews tonight, they're still working to get that westbound side fixed, right?
Yes, they're trying to get Gandy westbound back open at West Shore on the Tampa side after a fuel tanker right here, this one, spilled thousands of gallons of aviation fuel. That side of Gandy heading towards St. Pete is still closed to traffic, which means the only way to get to the bridge is by taking the flyover. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser is live out there for us this evening. And Eric, this is an ongoing problem, not just for commuters, but for businesses in that area.
Oh, you are not kidding, Courtney. Think about it. Let's say you're a business person in this area, right? For the last day and a half, the biggest intersection around you has been shut down. People are literally being told, stay away. And those that are in the vicinity, they're whisking right past you on an overpass 30 feet up.
This, of course, is the culprit, yesterday's overturned tanker accident that spilled about 8,000 gallons of jet fuel onto the pavement. Thankfully, no fiery explosion, but the damage was done. Fuel seeping into the asphalt caused a chemical reaction, forcing FDOT to keep the road closed today, mill and remove the compromised pavement.
The large amount of product that's spilled onto the roadway has a detrimental effect to that asphalt. It kind of starts to break down the asphalt, cause it to soften a little bit, and will take away its ability to land, to be durable over time.
Closing the road meant diverting traffic bound for the Gandy Bridge onto the elevated Selman extension. At times, that had more people walking on Gandy Boulevard than driving.
Oh yeah, it's been completely dead.
The shutdown has been a prescription for disaster at Jacob Lott's Computer Doctors Repair Shop, along with other local restaurants and retailers.
It went from being super busy all the way to complete crawl.
It's just sad, it's just scary.
On the south side of the road, Brian Abdi was grateful that eastbound traffic was finally getting through, keeping him a little busier, but it's been a rough couple of days.
It was slow, he was doing okay, but it was slow. Slow, like half the business very much.
If that tanker truck would have ignited, based on previous incidences that we've experienced in the past, it more than likely would have caused permanent damage to that roadway, that elevated roadway, and that may have had to have been dismantled and replaced, and that would have been months and months and months of inconvenience. Wow. So we were able to avoid that, thankfully.
In other words, as they often say, this could have been a lot worse. Right now, you see there's not a lot of activity going on. That's because they've basically been able at this point to mill the section of the road that they needed to pick up. So they're standing by right now. Looks like they're going to try and start repaving. I did speak with FDOT. Earlier in the day, they were shooting for a completion time of 9 o'clock this evening. So give or take, not in time for tonight's rush hour commute, but clearly they hope in time for tomorrow morning's traffic. Guys.